If you're using a telemarketed lead or a telemarketed live transfer type of lead for your life insurance business or to sell insurance, period, you could actually be risking not only your license, but putting yourself in a position where you could literally be sued for hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm Doug Massey, and today we're going to talk about exactly that. Understand, guys, there's a lot of different leads that are available. We're mainly talking insurance and life insurance sales. You've got your old school direct mail lead, which is really designed for face-to-face sales. You've got your Google generated and or internet lead, which also can be door knocked for face-to-face sales. And they can be worked for telesales too. They're just not as nearly as effective as other leads like the TV lead, which to me is probably the best lead you can get for selling remotely, selling life insurance and burial insurance over the phone. They're very, very expensive. So a lot of times the return of investment's just not there. And then you've got those like internet generated leads where the clients, and this is the type of system that we use, where the client actually sets an appointment to speak with you, the agent. And in most cases, those are usually very effective if you can get a system like that working really well. And the cost, the return on investment is very, very good with those. That's what we're finding with our agency. But when you're using those telemarketed leads that are so tempting because you've got companies, and I'm seeing this, I'm being emailed, I'm being messaged on LinkedIn all the time about how these companies can get you these $10 telemarket leads, or even more dangerous, these maybe $20 to $30 leads where the telemarketer calls, they speak with the prospect, they tell them, hey, we've got an agent ready to give you a quote, can we do that? And then they transfer the call to you, the agent, so they're actually live transfers. Those are literally like the most dangerous. And before we get into it, this is when I'm going to ask to please give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel, we do suggest you subscribe. We're putting out new insurance sales content and final expense and life insurance sales training videos like pretty much every week. Stick around till the end of the video and I'm going to show you how to get a copy of the I Am Your Policy, which you're going to want to share with all of your clients, along with the 8 reasons seniors purchase final expense insurance. And basically both of these items are great to use during mainly for a face-to-face presentation, but you can use aspects of them through your remote telesales life insurance or final expense presentations. When you get that email from you're on LinkedIn and the guy reaches out to you and says, hey, we've got these super compliant, amazing leads that we can get for you, and we will guarantee that you can sell, you need to be wary. There's some really bad things that can happen by you purchasing those type of leads or transfers and working with those companies. I mean, that's what they do. They will literally say, here, we'll give you some for free. And so now, it's like you're hooked, especially if you work them and you actually sell something from them. So here, let me share you my experience with these companies. They'll give you some for free, or they'll give you a super good deal on some transfers, right? You'll check them against the do not call list and they'll be clean. And then what'll happen later, and this is what we caught. We were dealing with a company for almost 2 years, and this is really messed up. Almost 2 years. Every now and then what I would do is scrub them just to verify that they are compliant. And finally, all of a sudden I realized, holy cow, these guys are generating leads that are of people that are on the do not call list. Completely illegal. And now I'm at risk. My agents are at risk. The agency is at risk. So we learned the bottom line is to stay away from those. Now here, let me get into what can happen and what you can do about it, which isn't very much. The offshore call centers, think about it. They have zero culpability. Let's say they generate a transfer for you. Okay. This is the crazy part. What happens is this. There are attorneys in almost every state that have multiple. They're smart, and this is what they do. These attorneys, they sue agents and agency owners. And basically what they do is they have several phones, in some cases only maybe even 1 or 2 phones, all set up, and the numbers are on the do not call list. All they do is sit around waiting for telemarketers to call so that they can actually buy the products and then sue everybody. So imagine this, you've got these killer leads coming and you're making sales. It's great. And then all of a sudden, one of your clients reaches out to you and says, oh, by the way, I'm an attorney and I want you to pay me $50,000. And the next thing you know, 2 days later, you get served. So now you're served, you're looking at a court hearing. He's got everything set up for you. It gets crazy because here's what can happen. He can literally sue you. If you sell him the insurance, that's when the real nightmare begins. And if he's smart, he will actually buy the insurance. And now he can sue the carrier too. So years ago, I had an acquaintance, gentleman that I knew in California that was actually a lead vendor. And he shared with me a story that what happened to him. That was basically it. The agent sold this guy. He sued the agent. He sued him, the guy that I knew, and he sued the insurance carrier, Foresters. And at the end of the day, think about it. The insurance carrier, they don't want nothing to do with this. They actually negotiated with him with no questions asked. And this attorney ended up getting over $100,000 from just one agent that made one mistake. Here's the worst part. Now think about this. You're the agent. You just got sued. So now you're negotiating. You're trying to figure out a small payment. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe they'll take $5,000 from you. But then they're suing the agency owner. They're going to want more from him. And then they're suing the insurance carrier. What do you think the insurance agency owner and the insurance carrier are going to do if you went out on your own and you purchased a lead that is completely non-compliant and illegal? Exactly. They're going to be suing you. And that's when the real nightmare happens. And if they're going to be jerks about it, they will report you to the Department of Insurance in your state or whatever state that you made the sale in. And to take it one step worse, you can't do anything about it, because if you're purchasing the lead from a offshore call center, let's say in Pakistan or India, do you think you can sue them? There's nothing you can do. They have no rules against that, no laws in their country against selling you in the United States any type of lead whatsoever. Everybody gets sued except for the guys who are actually generating the illegal leads. In most cases, this is a big reason why, I hate to say it, things are completely different today than they were 5 years ago. 5 years ago, you could actually buy decent, affordable internet or Facebook leads. Direct mail leads were a lot less and had a better return. Nowadays, it's just not the same. The leads that I could buy on the internet 5 years ago and call and make sales off, they won't even answer the phone. You can't even get them to answer the phone. So your only option is to door knock those type of leads. So everything is changed. I think that's part of the reason why it's so tempting to buy these really cheap transfers, especially if you're selling insurance over the phone. Don't do it, guys. Big no-no. Don't mess with your license. It's not worth it. You get sued. You cannot win. You cannot win this type of lawsuit. Guys, so let me give you a quick plug. We developed this amazing calendar appointment system where most of the people that fill out a lead form online actually take the next step. Most companies are happy if like 1 out of 10 actually sets an appointment. But with our system, over 50% of these people are setting an appointment to speak with you, the agent, about finding out how much this burial and or life insurance actually costs. For a copy of the I Am Your Policy and the 8 reasons that seniors purchase final expense life insurance plans, just shoot me an email at doug@ufesonline.com. If you'd like information on joining our agency so that you can get all those killer appointments, like 20 to 30 appointments per day, it's almost impossible to fail when you have that many appointments and you can actually close sales. Just email me at that same address. Very important. When you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now, either get out there or get on that headset. Bottom line, guys, do whatever it is that you have to do to help somebody, to do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.